What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day, Sledgehammer went ahead and put out the Season 1 roadmap for Modern Warfare 3. And I gotta be honest, there is a decent amount of information in this roadmap, along with a few other things that they're going to go ahead and fix and rearrange. Of course, when it comes closer to Season 1, I'm assuming we will get more notes discussing a lot more details of things that are going to be patched up. But for the time being, what they gave to us in this current moment was actually pretty good. So we're going to go ahead, discuss it, cover everything. If you guys do enjoy what you hear today, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell. We post daily here about Modern Warfare 3. We talk about all different types of stuff, so rants, comparisons. We discuss in-game feed, and, all of the above. If you guys are interested in that stuff, don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell. And last but not least, if you guys do want to go ahead and catch any of my live streams, I do stream every day over on Kick. You can find a link to that as well as all my other socials down in the description of this video. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here, this is the official roadmap for Season 1 in Modern Warfare 3. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys, Sledgehammer has been on point when it comes to communication. Fixes, patching things up. They also went ahead and fixed up the EOD perk. Oh my goodness, it feels phenomenal now. Some people say it still needs a tweak, but personally, it's great. I'm right back to my usual activities of using, tac mask along with EOD to, be extra toxic and pretty much protect myself from all the annoyances of Call of Duty, because you best believe if you're an OBJ player, you're going to be stunned and, spam grenaded every 5 seconds. It's horrifying, so I always rock those perks. But, they're fixing everything up. They're doing phenomenal. But with this stuff right here, I think Season 1 is going to be pretty dang good. I have to keep it 110% with you guys, I'm already pleased with what I'm playing with when it comes to the current form of Modern Warfare 3, 2023. And with all honesty, with these additional maps coming into the rotation, additional game modes, additional streaks, additional levels, ranked being implemented, honestly, Season 1 will hopefully last me a decent amount of time. And what I'm hoping for is that Season 2 will be even more packed than this. So, while all this stuff is being introduced and keeping people active, because you have to, remember, Warzone is being implemented, Ranked is being implemented. There's a lot of different things that are going to keep people playing the game. But once all that stuff is in the game, Season 2 is going to have to slap with content. There's no more, crazy game modes to be added. Yeah, maybe we can have some twists on 6v6 game modes and stuff of that sorts. But at the end of the day, they're going to have to really hone in on new content being put into Modern Warfare 3. Less remasters, more new. And I'm not saying they are adding remasters, but I just want to say that they should hyper-focus the new content being added into the next season. But we're not talking about Season 2, right? We're getting way ahead of ourselves here. Season 1 is looking absolutely great. The map selections look outstanding, a lot of variety, and honestly, it looks like they're leaning more towards smaller, scaled maps, which I have nothing against. I'm more of a medium to large map lover, but since we've been blessed with so many large maps this year, I know not a lot of Call of Duty fans are fans of that stuff, so, I think it's only right that we implement more smaller styled maps, especially for SMG play as well. I will say the SMGs are a lot better after they got buffed up and rearranged within the meta, but just because of the map selection alone, it's a little rough to be able to get some SMG gameplay consistently across the board, whereas, with some of these maps being introduced, you might be able to use SMGs, ARs, snipers, all of the above whenever you want. Not in certain moments, not in certain game modes, no, 24/7. If you want to use this, you're allowed to do so. So hopefully, we'll have a little bit more of that type of variety when it comes to the map selection that we're going to go ahead and get. Also, getting the Swarm and the EMP as new streaks is just great. The EMP, I'm a little iffy about. I always felt a little weird, grinding up so much score to use something that I'll probably just get, kill off a couple of UAVs instead of actual big beefy streaks. But the Swarm, though, it's something I am happy to see back. The streak variety in Call of Duty has been so dull lately. So dull. They do the same thing every single freaking year. It's horrifying. So to see them actually implementing cool things again, because we haven't seen the Swarm since Black Ops 2. So, this is great to see, and it's going to be really fun to go ahead and mess around with. And also seeing them add streaks with the end seasons is going to showcase that they're going to probably do what they did with Black Ops Cold War and continue this. Infinity Ward never really cared for adding streaks into their game every single season, but I'm glad to see that we will be getting fresh stuff like this, because streaks are huge when it comes to COD. It's a big part of Call of Duty's identity. So to see new ones coming in, even if they're, I guess I don't want more remastered streaks, of course. I would rather have fresh things, but if they have to, the more the merrier, right? I don't really mind too much. The weapon variety also looks fantastic as well. We're going to be getting a little bit of love for everybody out there. Snipers, LMGs, ARs, SMGs, so on and so forth. So nobody's really getting neglected this season. It's going to be something new to grind for everyone. And also on top of that, as you can see right here from Charlie Intel, Season 1 of Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone will have 9 new aftermarket parts, including a jack purifier, a new flamethrower underbarrel attachment for multiple weapons. Guys, once again, I love this. I love the aftermarket parts. If there's one thing that I love about the Armory, it's that. Having to grind for my Semtexes and tacticals and stuff like that, it's stupid. But when it comes to grinding for cool camos and aftermarket parts, I've been having a lot of fun doing that with the weekly challenges, and I hope this continues. And to see that it's going to be 9 new ones within Season 1 means that we're going to be stacked. It's going to be always something to grind for, which will encourage a lot of people to go ahead and hop on the game. And guys, the underbarrel flamethrowers coming back, like, come on now. You can't tell me that's not absolutely badass. I am so excited to see that return. It's going to be toxic. It might be annoying, or it might be completely weak and useless and nobody uses it. But at the end of the day, I love these creative things because that's what COD is, right? There's so many different play styles, so many different ways to play it that, this type of stuff is what makes it unique. And I'm happy to see more quirky things being reintroduced into the mix here, as long as it's not too ridiculous, especially up close and personal. The up-close meta is already rough enough. I mean, I use my knife for pretty much every up-close engagement. SMGs still feel a little... They're fun, but they still feel a little, rough. And if this flamethrower can compete, all you're going to see is knives and flamethrowers on everyone's classes. So fingers crossed it can get balanced out nicely into the mix. It'll probably be overpowered at first because it'll be a new unlock and they want everybody to hop on and play the game and get, retention time and all that stuff. But hopefully it gets balanced out over time. But ladies and gentlemen, Sledgehammer is indeed making Infinity Ward just look like absolute idiots, to be honest with you. Again, I'm going to showcase to you guys Season 1 with Modern Warfare 2 2022. We had 2 maps. Keep in mind, Modern Warfare 2 2022 didn't have any content at launch, and this came after Vanguard, which was packed with content. So we all expected that Modern Warfare 2 2022 would be able to follow that up. It released with no maps, but on top of having no maps, the only 2 that returned within the season was Shoot House and Shipment. That's it. That's literally it. For the whole season, they expected us to sit around for a whole season with only those 2 maps. And of course, Warzone got introduced in, DMZ and all that good stuff. But that's literally what carried Modern Warfare 2 2022 throughout Season 1. That's literally it. Because it was completely ruined by the lack of content. And then, again, we're going to look real quick at, Modern Warfare 3 here, Season 1. Look at all the stuff that we're getting. Streaks, maps, modes, the prestiges and new stuff to do. And obviously, the seasonal system was in Season 1 for Modern Warfare 2 2022, so that's not really a good example. We're getting the Vortex mode within Modern Warfare 3 as well. Tons of things to mess around with. Way more weapons, way more enjoyment. And it's just embarrassing at this point. It really is. I don't know why Infinity Ward refuses to acknowledge the 6v6 community. But honestly, it's getting obnoxious now, and it feels just fantastic to have a team like Sledgehammer finally backing us up and showing us a little love here. Seriously, this is going to be, honestly, a really fun season, and I can't wait to go ahead and grind it out. I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be enjoying it. I like the game as it is already. They're so fast to act on different things within the game when it comes to core fundamentals, core changes. Honestly, I'm actually kind of excited to see how they go ahead and continue to handle this game. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor if you haven't done this already. Go down in the comment section and let me know what you feel about Season 1 and Modern Warfare 3 here. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's enough content? Do you think it's not enough content? Honestly, I know a lot of people out there are going to think it's rough because, again, all the maps in Modern Warfare 3 are remasters. So technically, we're just going to have 3 new maps right now, right? 3 new maps. That's it. And one of them is coming at mid-season. So technically, we're only going to have 2 new maps for, maybe a month or so. It's a tad bit rough for some, but for me personally, like I said, I gave my opinion, but I'll tell you it again. I don't mind. I always loved the Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps, It's not really too big of an issue for me. I enjoy playing on them, and I think the gameplay itself is addicting, and with the gameplay alone, that's what's keeping me coming back, and along with some more ranks to grind, I think it's going to be pretty dang fun. But of course, only time will tell. I'll be here covering it. If you guys want to stay notified on this channel and hear my opinions and, be a part of these discussions, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell. We always post here daily at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And also, guys, don't forget again, we are going to be streaming pretty much daily over on Kick. So if you guys want to check that out, I have a link to that, as well as my other socials like Twitter and Discord, where you can go ahead and DM me whenever you want down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.